Internet, it is episode number 30 of the Power Hour. I'm your host, Mr. Wes Gardner. With me, as always, the ever so handsome Mr. Marco Flores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember, because we're getting into this game, like, you only heard, like, their war cry, their ki.
That's
when they
right.
do attacks. So, like, with little Ryu, it was like, yeah.
Oh, the little one, that's right, and he wears, like, his bathrobe or something?
Right.
Oh, so sweet.
Well, we're jumping ahead.
We're jumping a little ahead, but as you can see right here, Breath of Fire 3, it's really exciting because this is also an announcement of a Let's Play project for Twitch/YouTube. This is technically episode number 1. It's going to be a longer episode because it is the Power Hour after all. But we thought this would be kind of a great way to introduce everybody to not only Breath of Fire 3, but Breath of Fire in general, and then also kind of our taste in RPGs, I guess. Because I know, Marco, on your Twitch channel, twitch.tv/nerdinthebay, you are playing some Suikoden.
I am playing some Suikoden. I have like a bunch of PS2 and I think some PS1 RPGs, so I know we'll definitely be talking about. Dang, look at this! Look at this!
I know,
this is
man.
an intro. And
It's already going, man. I didn't even hit start. This is just the preliminary before you do the preliminary.
Yeah.
This is it, man. We're seeing some behind-the-scenes shit right here. Yeah, they're giving you all the story. So, this will give us a moment to kind of talk about our RPG taste a little bit.
Right.
But yeah, you're rocking all that. Yeah, you're rocking all that PS2 stuff and PS1 stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I'll be continuing to do that because that's all like the games that I have. So I'm really excited for the Hobo Network, Hobo Nation to just delve into like our interests, like in our RPG games, and like if they never knew about, like, say, Breath of Fire, they're gonna get to know it, and other games that we have. So
absolutely, because they've probably heard the name Breath of Fire or Suikoden, or everyone's heard Final Fantasy,
right.
but these lesser known ones, Star Ocean, the Tales of games, like
right.
Those are the ones that have a huge, very passionate, dedicated following, but not everybody got a chance to play them.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of upset about that, because these, and I thought about this earlier today, and I was like, I'm going to say this, and Marco's going to want to hit me over the forehead. In my opinion, and I'll put that disclaimer, in my opinion, Breath of Fire 3 is the best game Capcom has ever made.
Ooh, yeah, that is.
See, and I'm talking, like, I know you're Street Fighter, man, and we got Street Fighter, Championship Edition,
yeah.
and, like, but man, Breath of Fire 3 is kind of,
dude,
for me, it's it, man.
Is this like their only role-playing, like,
franchise? I think so. Well, now don't they do Monster Hunter? Don't they publish it at least?
Yeah, they do Monster Hunter. They do. They're doing Dragon's Dogma.
That's
they
right.
Are doing
yeah.
that stuff, but like I think this was like the first.
This was it. This was it for a while, because they did. Super Nintendo was Breath of Fire 1 and 2.
Right.
And then Breath of Fire 3 was the first entry onto the PlayStation 1. And what's really awesome, and I so have a soft spot. Everybody has a soft spot for a certain, like, graphical style. Mine is this: the 2D sprites on a 3D kind of isometric.
Right.
Yeah, like the Final Fantasy Tactics, the Breath of Fire, Star Ocean, like.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just nostalgia talking, but something is very classical about this graphical style. But let's get in here. Look at that, man. 1997.
97.
It's almost 20 years old.
What were you doing in 97?
Oh, Jesus, man. I can actually tell you where I was when I bought this game. I was in Jacksonville, Florida.
Uh-huh.
We were going to eat at Red Lobster. We just got out of church. We were going to go eat at a Red Lobster, but we were going to stop by the mall first because my dad had to pick up something. We had to fix the air conditioner or something. So I go in to, it was either a Babbage's or Electronics Boutique.
Okay.
Like, before it was EB Games, before all this other stuff. I want to say it was an Electronics Boutique. And I saw this game. I saw the amazing, we're going to do Wes right here. That makes sense.
Wes, you're the last dragon.
I am the last dragon.
Look at that hair.
Man, look at that Dairy Queen soft serve ice cream hair that he's got going on. But yeah, so did that, saw this game, had the awesome, like, it said Breath of Fire 3, and it had like fire on the background and stuff. And you know, I was 11, so that was right up my fucking alley. So I was like, I need this game, and it looked so colorful. And then it had a picture of Ray on the back of it.
Ray was looking like a badass.
He was, man. Oh, we're gonna see him this episode. I'm real excited. But yeah, he was looking cool, and it was like all a timeless adventure for the ages. And I begged and pleaded, and I was like, "Oh God, can I please have this?" Let's see, we're gonna do message speed fast. We got to get the most out of our time here. Window color. Let's do a little of that one in the background.
Yeah.
I got to do this one because I grew up doing the wood panel, the janky ass wood panel in the background.
Right.
So there you go. We got all that. But yeah, did that. Actually ended up getting the game. Had to do chores for like a month after that, just to make ends meet. And then, but yeah, I read the entire instruction manual instead of eating my food at Red Lobster.
Nice.
Like that's all I did, and I wanted to get home and play this game so bad, and I ended up beating it like 4 times. Yeah. And it's been a long time since I played it though. Yeah. But I know you probably have very similar stories on like.
Yeah, my experience was I didn't get at first. I didn't buy the game like legit. I had a modded PS1, Breath of Fire 3 was like one of those copied games. Mm-hmm. So I got it, I beat it, I was really happy about it. And then like later down the line, I ended up buying it legit because I was like, I really liked the game, how the game was. So the last time I played it, I got stuck in the dumb desert part.
Oh my God! Yeah, we're gonna have a hard time on the Let's Play of this with that part.
Yeah. I was so mad about that because I was, I'm following the freaking North False Star how many days and like again jumping ahead, like that stopped me totally. It was like,
that's like for those that don't know, if any of you have played like Wind Waker, the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, whenever you have to go try to find the Triforce pieces. It's the same type of deal. Yeah. Only you're not trying to find anything. You're just trying to get to a town, right?
Yeah.
And
look at that. Oh,
there it is. I just whelped them, baby. That's how we roll here. There I am. There I am. We'll do so. Okay. Oh, Babby Dragon. These are the funniest things. You can go talk to people, and they're like, "Are you a dragon? Yes or no?" And then you say yes, and they're like, "A dragon!" And then they flip out. It's so good. So we're gonna go do that right now. Here he is. Here's one guy.
I believe you can rotate the area.
Yes. Let's see. A dragon. Alive? Are you really a dragon? Which I say yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. I'm like, yep. He's like, oh shit! Dragon! Alright, and I think, yeah, you can... There it is. Yep. Look at that right there. And this actually comes in handy, a little bit of a... Not really a story spoiler alert or anything, but this kind of rotation, whenever you get to the main town called Windia, you have to play hide-and-go-seek with a group of kids. And they are hidden until you learn how to rotate this camera, and you're like, there you are, you little bastard. Yeah. Like, like, I remember the first time I did that, it took so long. But once you realize you have to rotate the camera, it's really easy to find everybody.
Yeah, it's a little niche of that that little mini story, because you're growing up as a kid, right? And like you go to Windia, you play the hide and seek game as kids. Then, spoiler alert, like you're gonna grow up, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna play the game again, and then they're gonna be hiding all over the world.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like this whole era. Let's say 95 through like 2001 is the pinnacle, in my opinion, of RPGs. Like, I don't think we're ever going to get a repeat like that, especially for the traditional Japanese role-playing game. I will say the hot system to own right now, if you're a JRPG fan, is the Nintendo 3DS, because they're getting a lot of ports, like stuff like Fire Emblem, Shin Megami, all that stuff's going to 3DS. So if the more modern stuff is your cup of tea, definitely go with the 3DS. But man, PS1 killed it when it came to Japanese role-playing games in the late 90s, early aughts.
All those RPGs are just coming to the PS1.
Yeah. Don't eat me. Don't breathe fire on me. All right. No problem. So we're gonna come through here. Oh, he's hiding. Let's come out here.
Now, I don't know if do you remember if they said that this is set on the same world as like 1 and 2?
I'm actually not sure. I don't know if this is kind of a Legend of Zelda thing we got going on, to where, oh, there's a legend of the boy that took up the sword in every single one of them. But I know there is a Last of the Dragons in every single one of them. His name is Ryu every single time. Like, Nina is always there. You have what are they called? The Goos? I think they are that starter enemy. We're probably gonna see some here. Like slimes, those little slimes. Yeah, slimes or goos or whatever they call them. Because I think Dragon Quest and Dragon Warrior had the slimes because they had like Metal Slime, King Slime. But I think this had their version of it called the goos, which is hilarious. The knockoff stuff. Oh, he just punched me.
You know what?
He punched me.
I did punch you, kid, dragon. I think it is based on this. No, don't. It's based on the same world because in the beginning, before you press start, you showed that portrait of all the the role-playing game. Yeah. The group fighting the last boss of the first game.
Interesting.
It is. So it is based in the same world.
Because I did look like Nina. Nina has the wings and she's one of the fairies.
Yeah.
I don't think they're called fairies in this. They might be actually. Now that I think about it. God, it's been so long since I played this. Just there's a certain, and I will admit some of it is nostalgia for why I love this game so much. But once we get into this is a hell of a video game. Like it's like Suikoden. Like sure we can have the rose-tinted glasses, but I mean 108 playable characters, where they each have a dynamic off of each other. Where I mean, Dragon Age has 6? You know what I'm saying? Imagine that times 20, almost. And then and this part's really cool. It took me forever, whenever I first got the game, to realize what to do here. So you're in the cage. This will go on forever if you don't hit anything. So you have to start moving the directional buttons, and you start shaking the cage. Shake, and he's like, oh no! He drops it.
Yeah. I let it go forever.
Yeah, it's like, what do I do here? What's going on? Let it go for 15 minutes until you realize something. But here we go. We're about to meet Ray, probably my favorite character in Breath of Fire 3. Teepo's pretty good. Teepo's pretty good, but I think Ray is the man.
Yeah. Ray's your big brother.
That's right. There he is. Saw that pig go away. Darn it. He says like, doesn't that just beat all or something?
I think he had a saying, yeah.
He had like a Friends era catchphrase.
Right.
Where everybody had a catchphrase.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, all the wolves are gonna get me. Oh, knife! One of those dogs right there. There we go. Oh, brother. This is just what I needed. Look at that, like a boss.
Right?
That'll teach you to scare off my dinner. You too.
I mean, look at this. This is all like colorful.
It's beautiful. It still holds up. That's the thing. It still holds up.
Yeah.
The pixel work that Capcom was spitting out in the mid to late 90s, out of this world.
Yeah. I really hope that pixel art and sprites never go away.
Yeah, and like even it sounds really weird, but you know, on Steam now and things like that, there's all these kind of, even like the Disgaea series does the vector graphics, and vectors are the difference between sprite based and vector graphics is vector graphics are not made with pixels. They're actually made with geometric algorithms. That way they can stretch, and they can stretch to any display and never lose clarity.
Okay.
With sprites, they are made up of pixels. They are drawn pixel by pixel, and hand animated, which goes to show the amount of work that it takes. But like, okay, so like new South Park episodes, that's vector art, because that can play on any size display and it'll never lose clarity. But nowadays, whenever these new RPGs are coming out for Steam or the new indie games, they're like, now with old school graphics.
Yeah.
But it's all vector art. And it just doesn't feel the same. because you can tell. Like, look at how low resolution the terrain has to be.
Right.
You know, even when the scrolling, the graphics kind of freak out a little bit because of the low polygons. Like, I want someone to make a game with all of these limitations.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, like, Suikoden's the same way. Like, as the camera pans, you get the graphics that kind of, they do that weird splice thing.
Right.
And, yeah, and I mean, look at that hand-animated sprite fireplace. Like, look at that shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And a little candle. So this Power Hour, we're going to get into some battles. We'll get into the kind of the first little bit of stuff, but it's primarily going to be story setup. And then the future of the Let's Play is going to be a majority of the gameplay. And fair warning, I'm much like Marco is. If you guys check out Marco's Twitch stream, his Suikoden stuff, power leveling like a boss. You spend
and all that stuff.
2 hours of a whole stream just doing the same area. Over and over, and I'm like, I get it, man. I totally get it. I guess we grew up in this generation, so we're used to it.
Yeah.
A lot of people nowadays don't have the patience for that.
Yeah.
You know.
But with this game, there's a reason for grinding.
Yes.
Because there is a thing called a master system.
Yep.
Where you basically learn under a master, and every 10 levels you get an ability.
Yes.
And each master like ups certain stats. So whatever character, like with Ryu or with Wes here, depending how he wants to treat his character, you know, he's gonna want to go to a certain master that will say like go up like strength and attack and agility and all that stuff, rather than go to a master that ups like mind and magic and, you know, that sort of that aspect of the game. So. Like, yeah, that's the reason why, like, for us with playing this game back then, like, we loved grinding because we wanted to get that next ability.
We want to get all of it. And nowadays, you know, and this was before, I'm not going to say this was before MMOs, because the first MMO was out in like 1989, but this was during an era where you bought the game and you got it. That was it. This is your game. Enjoy it. There's so many different mechanics to do. There's, I mean, fishing mini games. There's a little cooking mini game.
Right.
There's a, I believe this one also has where you can rebuild part of that ferry neighborhood or whatever it is.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because that's a big staple in the Breath of Fire games. Breath of Fire 2 had a very big one. Like, it had a very extensive ferry town that you could...
Yeah, you built your own town, basically.
Yeah, you literally, I think you started with one building, and then from there you kind of worked your way up.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, there was so much to these games, and there's little Easter eggs everywhere. There's certain, especially with games like Final Fantasy VII and Star Ocean, there are hidden bosses where you have to do certain things earlier in the game in order to get to them later in the game.
Right.
These were made before the internet was a massive deal, and strategy guides were still the hot shit. So this was a way for those games to sell that strategy guide, is to put things in it that no way you could figure out on your own. You know what I mean? Oh, there I am in my little pajamas, my little jammies. We'll come over here. You see a diary. Do you want to make a record of your journey? Yep. Let's do it. Checking memory card. Memory card 1. No save file found. I want to do that one. Yes. Creating file. There you go. 14 minutes. Yeah. Alright, so here we go. Let's see, they're gone. Oh. That is the one thing that kind of triggers if you step too close to stuff. I know they don't have anything, but it's always worth looking.
Always check the drawers.
Yep, anything here? You found, a vitamin.
Vitamin.
That'll come in handy. Let's try this one. You found a worm. Oh boy.
For some reason, Ryu likes fishing. They never really explained that, but that's his thing. Like, he likes fishing.
Yeah, that's his jam. Let's see. There we go. See, so that's a good example of rotating that camera and like how extensively it can do it.
And like we said, like there's stuff hidden in these stages, so you have to rotate your camera to see if there's like a hidden person or a hidden item. That's why you need to rotate the camera.
Yeah, and this game is built on a random battle system. So these little things, the first time I ever played this, I freaked out because I was like, oh, they're going to get me. But these, yeah, even though I look like this, I know a thing or two about camping. So, yeah, come back later with your friends and I'll tell you everything I know. So this does also work on a camping system once we, yeah, there they are. The little,
that's right. Yep, there was the goose.
The goose right there, there's one of them. But yeah, it works on a camping system, which is pretty cool because it's an automatic full heal and automatic save, which is super handy whenever you start level grinding later on in the game. I remember a great place for level grinding was the sewage dump, which was before, a little before the arena, or the gladiator stuff with Gar, I think his name is, yeah. So yeah, I'm an Aigu. Here we go. I'll tell you all about how to fight. Come back when you've got some equipment. Don't tell me what to do. Let's see, some of my giant bright blue hair. But yeah, look at these colors, man. Like,
yeah, dude,
I love them. They're so good. And here's the thing, we can't hear it right now, but I've listened to it so many times. The soundtrack on this game is one of my favorites in any video game ever. It has this like nice poppy smooth jazz sort of thing.
Oh, that's right.
But it loops perfectly. This was like, you know, people freak out about the music in the Persona games, which is really good. But this, give me this music for every game. I don't care if it's DayZ. I don't care, man. Give me this. Like, put it into my veins, because this is the best.
You should just play it next time we stream.
Oh, hell yeah, man. We'll just play that Breath of Fire 3 soundtrack, and people will be like, what is this? And they'll be like, how dare you? How dare you talk evil on it? So, yeah, this right here, I think, is your first little fishing pond that you can come back to. It was funny. Growing up, I was 11 years old, so I was, you know, that's your formative years. I wanted a haircut like this guy. Like, this character model, they also have the same character type model in Final Fantasy Tactics with the kind of bowl cut with the nice, like, Leon Kennedy, like, part down the middle. I rocked my hair like that so much, man.
Oh, dude, me too.
Oh, dude, it was so good. We need to find some vintage pictures.
Oh,
put that shit up there. But yeah, here's the world map, which whenever I played this, I love this world map, and then I got to the world maps for Final Fantasy games to where it was literally out in the open, and then I was like, oh man, I don't know which one I like more. But this one gives you that still sort of feeling of a giant world map, but as you can see right here, it's like tunneled. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, you got different destinations, but now that I'm older, I think I prefer this way. Because it tells me where the hell to go. Like, you know what I like nowadays? I'm getting old, man. Like, I don't have time, and like I can't just go exploring. Like I can, but I want to know I'm making progress. Right. Oh, and this was really cool about these too. So you can see where you can do camp if you hit start. It's not activated yet, but whenever we get our party, it will be. Then your guide is your inventory and stuff. But like, okay, the Ural region, Ural, I don't know. I think the Y is silent. But like we can enter here, you see a pleasant smelling field of flowers. So that, I believe later on in the game you can actually go to it. And
it's like a teleporting system, isn't it?
I think so. And then that way you can get across the map really easy. So here's McNeil, here's the town. The starter town at least. Here we go. Cutscene takes over. There he is, ah! Out of my house, you punks! You meddling kids. All the little bandits.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that I kind of appreciated about Breath of Fire 3, is it started off and you're kind of hanging out with criminals. Like, you're not, oh, you're the chosen noble hero that always makes the right choice. Like,
go on, save the world.
Yeah, immediately. And yeah, you're hanging out with maybe the wrong crowd. They mean well, but they're stealing from people.
Right.
It was just a little bit more engaging than just that hero saves the world. You're born. Doesn't this beat all? That is it. It's a successful power hour. Because Ray got to say it. Now we got another mouth to feed. Yeah, and see, like, why don't we get this other kid to help us? And it's like, sure, why not? Yeah. He can help us steal shit. Get you fixed up with some equipment. And there's certain...
They can steal it.
Yeah, they're just gonna take it. The coolest thing is I love the little like nuanced animations that they have. Like you're gonna see them peering in through a window here in a second whenever I go over here. Just little ones. It's a modification of his fighting stance, but it works. They put enough attention to detail that we need to make Ray look through the window.
Right.
And it's all hand drawn. And there's just something about it, man. Like they just don't make them like this anymore.
I know.
It's sad, but it feels good to be able to show it off, and you know what I mean?
Right.
Just show people where this is. I think these power hours are the coolest for me because it shows where you and I come from. Like this is in our gaming DNA. Like this type of game is it for us. Like if you talk about desert island games, I guarantee you Marco is going to pick Suikoden. You know what I'm saying? Like it's going to be we have our top 5. Like I'm bringing Breath of Fire, I'm bringing Star Ocean. I think all of mine will be RPGs, actually.
Yeah, I think they would be too.
Yeah.
So there's like longevity.
Yeah, and you know I love the console RPGs, but at the same time I was also playing like Baldur's Gate 1, came out in 1995, 96 ish. So PC RPGs, Japanese role-playing games, like the whole thing. This was just a golden era.
Here's the thing, Hobo Nation, Vampiric Warrior. I believe he grew up on it, like world and American RPGs. He never really touched like JRPGs. So like,
oh man,
for him to be watching this episode, like you know, he's gonna get introduced to this whole new aspect of role playing games. Like,
it is, get into. Dude, and like Vamp or anyone else that kind of has not dabbled in the Japanese role playing game realm, these classics are still worth revisiting.
Yeah.
They've aged incredibly well. There are some older mechanics, like you may not be the biggest friend, like people that play Dark Souls may not like the turn-based combat of RPGs, or you know, because RPGs have kind of adapted and changed since this time. But this is a throwback to where it all came from. And because this was the development of the old MUDs back in the day, the multi-user dungeons where you did it on like MS-DOS and your Apple II computer, and you just typed in what you wanted. And so this is an extension of that. And now stuff like Dark Souls, even like the Call of Duty level up system, like World of Warcraft, all the dynamic MMOs now, Final Fantasy XIV especially, they are based on this. You know, they're based on, do you have your abilities? Do you have your HP? Do you have your mana? Do you have your skill? Do you need to unlock it? Do you need to, you know, there's so many mechanics, and these games are so rich with lore, and they really don't make them like this anymore. And it's hard to think of how could these be popular, or not popular, but how could these be profitable nowadays? And I think that's why we're not seeing a lot of these traditional style games. Even Final Fantasy 15, it's turning into Monster Hunter, basically. Like, it has kind of the open world, kind of the Xenoblade Chronicles, which is amazing in its own right, don't get me wrong. Hell, my favorite Final Fantasy is Final Fantasy 12. So I like the new wave, kind of the MMO, pseudo, like, 3D style, you know what I'm saying? And I'm digging that, for sure. But to do a traditional, non-mobile phone-based, you know, and the reason I bring that up is Breath of Fire 6 has been announced, and it's coming out on cell phones.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but, you know.
Yeah.
As long as it keeps coming out.
Yeah, exactly.
I always hold hope that, you know, it can come back on like console, because Capcom has expressed interest in, like, you're looking at their old games and it's bringing something out, even though, like, you know, they have huge, like, insane expectation sales.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
Like with Devil May Cry, they were expecting more. And they got, like what, 4 million or so?
Yeah, and they were expecting, like, 12 million. Yeah, and I'm like, dude, 12, nothing sells 12 million nowadays. Like, you know, you look at it and you're like, well, World of Warcraft has... I'm like, that's the anomaly. Like, that is the biggest anomaly in video game history, in my opinion. Like, no one knows why it works. It just does. And then people play it and people buy it. But yeah, and I don't know, because here's the thing. Here's why I'm so excited to play Breath of Fire 3 for a power hour. Oh, you remember this guy? Remember this guy?
The cloak guy.
I work and McNeil takes it all. Isn't there some way I can take it easy and still get what I want? We're gonna talk to him later. But Capcom needs to release a Breath of Fire compilation for Steam. They need to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and Dragon Quarter. Bring it out. The only thing is, out of all of those games, they do not have the source code for Breath of Fire 3. For the game we're playing right now, whenever I literally say this is a timeless classic, I mean it, because now it doesn't exist anymore. The game of Breath of Fire 3 has been destroyed.
Oh, wow.
So they would have to rebuild it.
That's crazy.
They would have to either rebuild it, or they would, I'm gonna go back in here, YOLO. We stole from him, but YOLO, why not? It's you, is it? Well, there's nothing here, you hear me? Nothing for little thieves like you. Shoo! Wait, what if we buy something? Alright, there we go. But yeah, this game is literally lost in time now.
That's crazy.
And they could, I know it was ported on the PSP, so they can maybe use that port, but that was based on the source code, and then it was adapted specifically for the PSP. So I don't know how that works or whatever. But it was released in Europe, on the European PlayStation Store. Breath of Fire 3 was, but on Classics, PlayStation Classics or whatever it's called. But not in North America because they could not get the licensing rights, which is silly because it came out here first. Like it just doesn't make sense. But that's one of those behind the scenes things that, you know, people like us aren't in the know of. And there's a person back here, right? I thought so, or maybe in one of the towns.
Yeah, like the little hidden area.
Oh, there he is. He's chilling. Look at him. Look at him chilling, not working.
I'm being lazy.
What are you doing? Even though I'm sitting here goofing off like this, I don't go around stealing things like you. How dare you, sir? Fucking lazy ass.
How dare you pass judgment?
Oh, I know. He's just. Oh, she looks so sweet. What do you want? There's nothing here for you to steal. Oh, well. Alright, forget you two. See, now I'm automatically in with the bad crowd.
Right.
So we're gonna... What's that? You say you want to stay at the inn? It's 30 zenny a night to stay, and we have 0 money. It's none of the... It's none of this, Oh, we can save, though. None of this, like, oh, you're the chosen one, so here's $500 or whatever. How some RPGs start. You just gotta work your way up.
Yep.
See, we're gonna save it. There's the full crew. Drake style.
Yep.
That's right, Drake style. We're coming back this way, so we're coming up here. Boop. Alright, so I think we're going to do...
Say go down the road.
I think so. Okay, so yeah. Exclamation point right here so we can enter. This is how you can find hidden areas in the game. See, so every one of these areas has a treasure. I found a sinker for fishing, but here we go. Random battle. First battle. You kind of saw with the whelps earlier. You have your abilities. You also have your attack. You have your examine, which gives you the stats on your enemy. You can do defense to higher your defense for it, and then of course use your items. So we're just gonna do standard attacks.
There is an auto battle, but I forgot what it was.
I think it's a L1 or something like that.
It was the top buttons. I forgot.
Let's see. So, and you can also choose to attack yourself, which actually comes in handy later in the game, I think.
All right.
I don't want to give too much away. So we'll do it straight up fights.
People looking a little professional.
Yeah, and they're a little swing. Okay, an EX meant God, what did that mean? Like there was a certain status effect on him or something?
I don't remember. Yeah, I was trying to remember what that was about. Never knew back then. I was just playing the game.
Right. You won the battle. You gained 4 XP. Okay, so look at that. You gain 4 XP, 6 XP to next level, to level 2. So you know what? We're going to grind it out, baby.
There you go.
We're going to grind it out one more fight. We're getting it started the right way. There it is. Later in the game, the random battles do get insane. Like, absolutely insane. Yeah, you can steal money already. Teepo. Does he have anything? He has a flare. Let's do that, and then... And I freaking love, and I have a heal. I love that, like, charge up animation that Teepo's doing. Like, everything about this, just the way that the animations work and the colors, and it all comes together.
Yeah, dude.
Like, nothing feels out of place.
Yeah, in a way it's kind of anime, but it's just right. It's just that right amount.
Right. It's not overly Japanese. It's not, you know, it's not overbearing. It's not, because that's the stuff I can't stand nowadays. Is it's like, am I buying a Japanese video game, or am I buying literally like manga hentai or something? Like, what am I buying right now? Like, I don't understand what any of this means. Like, I just fell off the wagon as far as anime and stuff is concerned. I need to get back into it, but I just don't. I don't know if I just don't have the time for it, or don't have the patience, or because I'm watching so many TV shows anyway. You know what I mean? Like, there's just so much on. But this and games like Star Ocean, they bring it back to the time where I used to watch anime, during the Dragon Ball Z, during the Toonami, during the, you know, it's just the right amount. It's not overbearing. It's not in your face about it. The game just works.
Right.
It's not trying to be overly cutesy about something. It just does what it does, and it keeps with its style, and it's true to itself. And I guess that's the oh shit.
Oh jeez.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, we got it. I think we got it. I could do a heal. Yeah. Let's do a flare. I'm gonna heal me. Okay, woke him up. Oh, he's angry. Oh, he's angry. I'm gonna heal me. There we go. A little bit of that right there. Flare him. 17. That's not bad, but he's gonna like one-shot us, I think.
Oh.
Please stop it. So we're gonna do another flare. I'm gonna attack with my puny sword. Alright. Oh, please. Okay. Get another flare shot on there. There it is. Good deal. He didn't even get a shot off. Look at that. You gained 8 experience. Oh, now 12 experience to the next level. 40 Zenny and a pointed sticks.
Sick.
Is that an upgrade? I wonder.
I believe it's
So it might be. Yeah, it's probably a better.
Yeah. So when you're out in the world, random encounters don't happen unless you go into that exclamation point area.
Right. Exactly. So that way you can kind of travel without the fear of like dying on the way somewhere. Yeah. But if you see this, you can go in there.
Grind it out.
And just grind out a little bit. So you still have the choice, which I can definitely appreciate.
Yeah.
Let's see. So we are... Where was our camp at? Over here? Cedar Woods? Yeah. I'm going to go back to our room and sleep in the bed and save. Hey, a free heal is a free heal. You know what I'm saying? Oh. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, there's battles here, too.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Oh, that's fine. We got this. We got this. We'll rock it out. Influence happening.
Boss Goblin.
And see, the first time after you fight an enemy... Oh, nice hit from me, swinging the tiny sword. Whenever you first fight an enemy, the next time you fight them, you automatically have what their HP is.
Right.
Which is super handy. Yeah. So you never knew, but now once you find them, it's added to your bestiary, and then you know automatically how much health they have. It always feels good to get the good crit shots like that.
Right.
You know, 7 next level. So we're cheering, hooray, hooray, hooray. Let's come back up here. House is up here? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Cedar Wood is right there. I want to say... Or was it back here? Wait, how do we get home? Is it right here, maybe?
You know, I think you gotta go back.
Yeah, let's go back in.
I think there was just different different ways to exit.
Yeah. Huh. we can go to the end if all else fails. And rather, let's see. Attack. Let's just auto attack all that stuff. Goblin 1 shot. Aigu. Oh, Aigu 2 shots, but good fight. I love fights like that because it's free XP.
Right.
Like no one gets hit. No one, you know, is getting taken out. So let's go this way. Oh, we get to come back here. What's up?
That's Bunyan, your first master.
That's right. Got a little log chopping action. We'll probably get to that in episode 2 or 3 of the Let's Play. But yeah, this is episode 1 of the Let's Play, guys. So welcome.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while. Got all this moving. I'm in a brand new apartment. Like, all sorts of stuff going down. I had midterms last week, or the week before, then moving all last week. And it's crazy stuff, man.
So it seemed like with this, if we are actually going to do an LP, like, if Wes wants to stream this game, he'll just play as much as he wants. And then even when the next time we record, we'll continue from there as the next episode.
Right, exactly. Like, so there will be some episodes where it's just going to be me flying solo. It may have a, what I may do is where you guys see that power hour with Wes and Marco in the bottom left corner. I may replace that with my webcam just to keep it true to, and you guys might see all the Twitch follower alerts and all that stuff. Yeah. So we're going to have quite a few different formats on how this is, and then if we record, another, like if we come back later and do maybe an episode number 2 of a power hour based on Breath of Fire 3, it may have this format again. Yeah. But yeah, it'll be fun. We'll have Marco on quite a few of them. Yeah. Because this is gonna be a big game.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, if we kept it all just straight YouTube Let's Play, there's gonna be a lot of like episodes of this, and we will barely even progress through the story.
Yeah.
There's so much either grinding. There's so much, going back and forth, stuff like that. Like how we play. So like for him to have the flexibility of streaming, like do some grinding it out, progressing some story, and then the next time we come back together, then we can do whatever we're gonna record, and as long as it's not restrictive in that way.
Right, exactly. So that way you guys can see some of the Let's Play live. We can find a way to format this to where you guys get maybe some Twitch chat in here, or we can do some special events and stuff like that. We're gonna save. I'm gonna save and rest a little bit. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. This way we can actually break through this game in about a month or 2, I would say. Because of course we're gonna be keeping our standard stream schedule. God, how many games am I playing on stream now? Good lord, man. Dude, let's see. It's Fallout New Vegas, Skyrim, DayZ, H1Z1, Homeworld. Sometimes Mario and stuff. All the retro stuff with Brittany.
I've been telling the stream, like the streams that I've been watching with everybody lately, like you guys I've been getting into like Skyrim and Fallout more, that I think I'm gonna make the choice of getting those games.
Dude,
and play them. I never got into either of those series.
Oh man, you got a lot to, yeah.
Never played an Elder Scrolls, never played a Fallout.
You're in for a treat, man.
Yeah.
You're so in for a treat. And my favorite Elder Scrolls is probably Morrowind.
Okay.
But the thing is, Morrowind hasn't aged as well. Okay. So I would recommend you start with a Skyrim or Oblivion, whichever one would suit your fancy more. Start with one of those, because I'll put it this way: you're gonna aim your bow and arrow and shoot something, and it's gonna hit it. Okay. In those 2 games. With Morrowind, it's based on your accuracy stat. It's based on it's like the old Deus Ex, to where you can be shooting point blank at somebody and miss.
Yeah.
Because your accuracy isn't good enough. Oh, let's look at that little idle animation right there. It's so good. They each have one too. Yeah, and another thing I just remembered is let's actually go do it. This will be a better example. The little animations they have, if you hit the, I guess here it's the triangle button.
To rotate them to the lead point?
Or you can rotate them to the lead point like that, hitting, I think it's L1. But whenever you hit triangle, a little sword swipe.
Oh, right.
A little sword swipe. And then with with Ray, it's nothing. But with Teepo, it's a kick. You can kick people.
They have actions.
That's right.
Each character have a different action.
And then what's nice is, oh, Ray was about to do his idle animation. What's cool about this is there are hidden dungeon areas that you can get to by doing these actions. So you can cut down vines, and then with Teepo you can kick a door open.
Yeah.
And so it's really interesting how that all works. Okay, do I?
I think you can do an action on a person that if you freak out or something, or you get into a fight.
Yeah, like it gets into a fight, and some of these people, they're super tough. They're like level 60.
Right.
It's ridiculous. Let's see. So we got.
I think you gotta go down that way. Just to progress if that's what you want to do.
Oh yeah, because that's right. Because we try to. Oh, I don't want to give it away. What's happened? But yeah, we try to mug somebody.
Right.
And it's not who we think it is. On down here. Ba-ba-bow. Oh, fight beforehand. Not too bad. Not too bad. Oh damn! Oh, these birds. Oh, the rippers. Teepo, we're gonna flare one. They make this amazing caw sound whenever you hit them. Like, bah! It's hilarious. Oh, good shot. Oh, and he missed. That's right. We're too strong. Ray is so good. Oh, he only hit for 9 on flare? I hit for 9 with my sword, man. Come on, bro. Let's see. There we go.
With this cast of characters, like right now, Ray's the man. Then later on, you get Gar. Gar's the dude.
Oh my God, Gar's incredible.
The dude. And then
So freaking good.
You'll see it as like we're playing the games. These characters, it was like that right mix of like super buff, super strong guys, and like lovable character ones. And you have a good mix with this game.
It just works so well. And like I said, man, I'm still going on to say this is my favorite Capcom game ever.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's just so good.
Yeah, I have good advantage with this game. Like, I had no faults with it.
Right, yeah, there's nothing I could really... Like, if I were to sit down, they would sit you down and be like, what would you change to make this game better? I couldn't really think. I'd get rid of that desert part.
Yeah, the desert, and to bring out more, like, future.
Yes, please bring traditional Breath of Fire. Can you imagine, like, I just can't imagine Breath of Fire with, like, Steam achievements. Like, I would never play anything else, ever. I'd be done. See, there you go. See, cut down that little tree. I got 5 zenny. Let's try this one. Oh, those are too big. There's a certain dimension of, oh, dang. Another fight. We can't even see who it is. It's more of the rippers. Let's just do that. Because it doesn't look like... Oh, that was almost a one-shot. I guess I have 20 HP. Let's see. And I do love the fact that... I guess that's another reason why this world felt pretty believable. Is like, the tree is in the way. You know what I mean? Like...
And they made the enemies transparent so you can see them.
Yeah, you could still see them. But they didn't, like, get rid of the area and go to a separate screen to do battles.
Right.
Like, it just all happened right there. So here we go. So we're going to wait right here, and then we're going to mug somebody. Who could it be? Who's the person that we're going to mug? Yeah, when someone comes by, we jump out. Oh, here we go. Who's it going to be?
I'm actually trying to figure out who it was.
Really? I know who it was.
Forgetting who it was.
It's someone we've already seen.
Okay. We're going to end it there.
Yeah, and that's it. No, no, but I think because now after this we have to do chores for this person to make it up to them, and it may be our first master.
Oh, that's right. I'm remembering now.
Yep.
Now I remember.
Oh yeah, and the mini game he makes us do is baller. I love it. Oh, there he is.
Why would you?
Why would you jump Bunyan? Like, why? Look at him. He's a Viking.
He's Bunyan. He's master class.
Well, yeah, he's seriously like running him like this. Oh, we talked about that kick.
Yeah.
Kick. Just kick me into him, man. Bunyan, what are you trying to do, little one? Look at the size of that guy.
What?
Like, he's as big as Gar is.
I know.
You know, mug me.
Like he already knows.
See, what a rough and tumble world this is. That all these people are like, "Ah, little one, you're trying to mug me, huh?" Ready with those rascals, Teepo? Right. And I will say, surprisingly so, don't let these bright colors fool you. This story gets pretty dark.
Oh yeah.
Like, legit dark.
Yeah.
Not even dark in the way that, ooh, 11 years old and they talk about death. I'm like, no, they get this stuff that makes you feel real uneasy real quick.
Speaking of the desert part, yeah, like that once you get past it, like
man,
like what you had to do to get past it was, I didn't know you had it in you.
Exactly, like, man, it's rough. And like Breath of Fire 4 started off that way.
Yeah.
This is a series that doesn't really back down to anybody, and that's another thing, another reason why I love it. See, and I also love the Star Ocean series, but that's much more of the big space opera. I mean, we could probably play that for a power hour. You know, it's fun. I love those games, but for some reason, I don't know if it's Breath of Fire starts with such a shiny veneer, and then as it slowly starts like unlayering that onion, you know, you start really seeing what the heart of this game is, and it's super memorable. Like you said, they had the perfect cast of characters, the music out of this world, hand-drawn sprite animations. There was so much love into this game, and I think it's sort of contagious.
Yeah.
Like it just rubs off, and it's easy to just fall in love with it.
Oh god, man.
That's right, man. Oh, and these guys have crazy armor, don't they? Oh, and they hit pretty hard. And I like that you have automatic reprisals. Certain characters do, certain characters do not, but everyone in the game right now does. You want a great victory. You gain 3 experience points. You found 10 zenny, so we're making a little bit of money. Not bad, not bad. Coming up this way. Alright, so...
Yeah, you don't jack button.
That's right. Don't do it. Let's see, so we're gonna... come back over here and save at the inn. Bow, 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 bow. Hello. I want to save my game.
So far, she hasn't been like judgmental of you guys.
Right, because I mean, technically we are paying her, so you know, why does she have reason to be upset with us? Let's get a card number 1. Bam. Bam. All right. That kick-ass save. Let's see. So about 45 minutes. Nice. So we have enough time to, I think, do our first little mini game,
okay,
and then we'll call it a power hour. So yeah, everyone's kind of getting a little sampling of what Breath of Fire has to offer.
Yeah.
It gets so much more in depth. Like I said, if you guys have been watching Marco's Suikoden streams, which you should be, just amazing depth in games from this era, because you know they could only do so much with the graphics, right? Yeah. Like they have this 3D, they have the polygons, the low resolution textures, and while it looks gorgeous, they had to make up for it with a massive game. And like there's another series of games called Saga Frontier. My problem with those games is they were too big. Like imagine the entire game being that desert area, and that's kind of what happened, because it didn't tell you where to go, and you didn't know where to go, and you could go everywhere all at once. Right. So it's like so there's a sense of like discovery and stuff like that, but that was no lie. I didn't even beat it, and I got 140 hours in it, and that's doing story. Like that wasn't like grinding out stuff. I did a little bit. Oh, Ray leveled up. Look at that. His power rose 3 points. Oh, so he's gonna hit like a truck. So we have that. Let's see, it's this way, right? This is Bunyan's house. Yeah. Bunyan, what's up, bro? Oh, is he still out and about?
I think he's still out.
Ray might be able to pick the lock. Oh, there he is. Ray picked the lock. Oh, Ray. Just as I thought, nobody's home. Keep your eyes open, Wes. Someone might hear us if we make too much noise. Let's split up. Oh, that's right. I remember this now.
Oh, you got to get caught, right?
Yep. You have to go down the basement. There's got to be some food around here, because there's a whole barrel of food downstairs.
Right.
Oh, as I trip and oh! Oh, that glass falls off that plate. Just calm down. They're like, amateur? Nothing. So yeah, we come down here. See, so you can see that right there. It reminds me of Tenchu. Those ladders.
Yeah.
Here we go. So we got wood right here. Then we got... Oh, I thought those were the things that... Maybe it's over here? Anything here?
Beef jerky.
Beef jerky, yeah. There we go. Find something. Bunyan has a giant attic right here.
No.
He could put a TV, all sorts of stuff. Make this his man cave. Old man Bunyan.
Bunyan's come home.
Bunyan's back. Bunyan's back, bitches. We might be in trouble. I'll go check it out.
Bunyan does house shows. That's not even way.
It's all right. It's all right. He's working that crowd. If something happens, I'll distract him, and you guys get away.
Came back from Wrestle Kingdom 9.
Oh shit! Bunyan's the king of strong style.
He's the third member of the Time Splitters.
Hey, everything's okay. There's no way Ray would get. Oh yeah, but doesn't Bunyan
beat his ass?
Oh yeah, like tosses him out DJ Jazzy Jeff style out of that house. Whoop! Like. Don't worry. I think he does the same thing to Teepo. Oh, Teepo. No. Oh, wait for. Oh, there it is. There it is. Got your ass jacked. Oh, my turn, I guess. Doesn't he punch me in the head? Isn't it something like that?
Yeah, I think so.
I like walk outside and then.
Yep.
BAM! Yep. Knock my ass out, man. Oh shit. Bunyan ain't kidding around.
Nope.
He tied us up! What a maniac! I knew you were up to no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. I didn't think you'd sunk this low.
He has
Oh, God. But he already has taped fists! You don't need to crack your knuckles! And he has like...
This is CM Punk, like...
Right.
Vagabond. CM Punk here.
Oh, he's a Nord from Skyrim, just this big-ass Viking. You just don't get it, do you? Robbing people innocent, honest work. I've half the mind to run you out of the woods. But
disappear.
Yeah. We saw that lake. You'll sleep with those fishes.
Sleep with the fishes.
If you say you'll mend your ways, I could forgive and forget. What do you want us to do? You're a strong lad, aren't you? I've got a job for you.
He's already built his mafia.
That's right. Mount Gloss. Oh yeah, the first.
Is it the first mountain?
Yeah, the first mountain with that boss that I don't want to give the spoiler away on.
Oh, right.
But this is where you start seeing even this first boss, which we'll probably get to next play session. This first boss is where you start realizing that the game has a little bit of heart to it. Actually, it has a whole lot of heart. But like this is the first kind of example, and like Bunyan's giving them a chance. Like, all right, let's see how you guys do honest work.
See, Ray looks like an adult here, but then you do the time jump. You're like, no, he's just like a teenager here. I
know, yeah, that's what I always thought. Like whenever I would first start playing, I'm like, okay, who's this like 20-year-old?
Right.
That's kind of a foster dad. But no, he's not much older than Ray and Teepo.
Right.
His genetics though, because Gar is not the same species as Ray, is he?
No.
Okay.
No.
Because there's someone else who's either the same species as Gar or the same species as Ray, and I can't remember who it is.
Oh,
it may be in a different. It may be on like Breath of Fire 2. I'm thinking. What are we supposed to do? Oh, here it is. Cool. One of the cooler mini games. If you want to eat, you gotta work. Understand?
Put in the work.
Here it is. You know how we all established earlier that we can swing our sword?
Yeah.
So now we get to cut some logs. And it's a timing minigame.
Yep.
So you know how to use your sword. It's the triangle button. If you cut too fast, you'll hit Teepo. Oh, shit. If you cut too slow, you'll miss the log. So I remember, cut however many logs you can until I tell you to stop. I actually remember the timing on this, I think. I think it's once the log starts moving. Because it has 4 frames. It barely tips, kind of 25-degree angle, about a 75, and then it's gone.
Wes got that log tech.
Let's see. That's right. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure, man. I played this so many times. Okay, let's get this over with. Okay. All right, then. Begin. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, I did it too early. I got too excited. I was so happy I got it right. Oh. Oh, this is so much better than training for long po.
There you go.
Oh, I'm so much better at this.
That's funny that they wanted to like falter for you to cut it.
Right, exactly. Like because I was like, oh, I'll just cut it all the time like that, and then like whenever it's just standing straight up. Stop. 18 logs. Not bad. How dare you? How dare you, Bunyan? I think we had it out of 20.
Teepo,
right?
You didn't do anything.
Yeah, Teepo. Just holding them.
Just set it up and then like let it go.
Now you won't complain if we steal. Teepo, I don't think that's how that works. If you keep that up, one of these days you'll be sorry. Don't you see that? Oh, he's kicking at him. Little rascal. Who cares? One day, real soon, we're getting out of here. I ain't afraid of nothing. You say that now.
He wants to get out of the hood.
I know it, man. Oh, and it's so whenever you know what happens to these characters and you hear them say stuff like that, like, I'm not scared of anything, and I was like, oh, you're gonna be.
You're done.
You're fucking gonna be. Like, you should be real afraid.
Look at that. Bunyan
Bunyan don't care, man. He just went in the house. He's like, you guys deal with this shit.
It's like, I'm gonna eat my beef jerky.
Yeah, it's like, give me my jerky. I'm gonna be inside. You just let me know when you're done with these goblins. Oh, so there we go. That, ooh, it's pretty hard. Without that powerhouse array to help us, could have used the flare. But I don't think flare, either flare doesn't work as well on these guys or it was on the birds. I can't remember. Oh, crit. There we go. Oh, goblin. There we go. Unmotivated. Oh, now he's not motivated.
Goblins know the workforce.
That's right.
They need synergy.
There's no help. Oh, now he shows up.
Oh,
thanks for your help, bro. Ah, Bunyan. What's the old saying? Cat doesn't know the stove's hot till it gets burnt. Is he mocking me right now? Is that? How dare you? How dare you?
If he's not, we're making up the lore.
Yeah, that's right. He owns it. He's like, yeah. Hot oven. Wink, wink. Let's see. So we're gonna go right here. We're gonna go right here. We're gonna go. Wait, did Ray take all of our money, or did? Oh, don't tell me. Freaking Bunyan took our money. You better not have. Let's see.
Would.
He would too. He's like, give me my jerky, give me your money.
Give me my protection money.
What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. That's what you're gonna do about it.
Let's do anything.
Oh, there we go. Our money's there. Good. What do you want to do? I want to rest. Good night. Sleep tight. Thanks. Thank you all. All right. So now we are gonna save. Good morning. Save. If I worked at a place like this, like in real life, I would say that to every guest. Save? And they're like, whoa.
Here's your continental breakfast. Would you like to save?
And they're like, would I like to what? I'm like, to save. Would you like to save?
Progress?
I'd like to save. Oh, 56 minutes. So we're basically right on the button for that hour. But that's episode number 1 of the Breath of Fire 3 Let's Play. And episode number 30 of the Power Hour. As always, Mr. Marco, it is a pleasure. Yeah, man, I'm so stoked we started this and talked some RPGs, and yeah, we'll get it situated to where we'll do some Let's Plays a little bit every week of Breath of Fire 3.
Okay, I'm down.
Do some of that, and then
bring it back.
Hell yeah, dude, and yeah, we'll have some episodes. Like I said, guys, we're gonna have some episodes where it's gonna be me flying solo, some episodes where it's Marco. But Marco is always in chat on the Twitch channel, and also you can follow him on Twitch at twitch.tv/nerdinthebay. You can also follow him on Twitter at twitter.com/MarcoPolo177. The links will be in the description of this video. Of course, I'm Wes Gardner. You can follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/CommieToHobo and twitter.com/CommieToHobo. But yeah, Breath of Fire 3, man, 1997. I can't believe it's almost 20 years. 20 years, man.
It's like a fine wine.
It does, and exactly. It's aged so well, so well. And but yeah, be sure to look both of our Twitches up if you're not already on both of our Twitches. Do that for sure. Hang out with us, play some RPGs. We have a good old time over there with the Hobo Network and the Hobo Nation. Follow everybody on that Hobo Network. God, we have like Mauser and We Heart Our Hive, Vamp and Wolf Hunter and you, me, and like. It's expanding. There's always something awesome to watch. You got some retro stuff. You got some brand new stuff. I know Hart is playing The Order 1866. Like Skyrim. Vamp is the man at Diablo 2.
Crimson Foxwing is playing Shining Force 2.
Shining Force 2, man. Can you believe it? I know like Teal Brigade is playing some Fire Emblem.
Yep.
God, what else do we got? Katie's playing Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yep.
So we got it from all eras, man. We got, if you want entertainment, we got you covered.
Yeah, follow the Hobo Network.
Yeah,
the Hobo Network.
At the Hobo Network on Twitter. That way you guys will know when all of us go live, what we're all playing, when we're doing giveaways, special events, things like that. That's a great way to keep up with everybody in the Hobo Network. And of course, all of us follow that. So if you see who's following that channel, you can add us individually on Twitter as well. That's a great way to do it for all of us to keep in touch, kind of see what everybody's up to. But yeah, that's at the Hobo Network on Twitter. So, and the link once again will be in the description box. But that's episode number 30, man. I'm super stoked to get into this. I love this game so much. Oh man, it's gonna be so good. But now I'm gonna get off here and we're gonna play some Fallout New Vegas on stream.
There you go.
Yes, sir. But yeah, be sure to follow up Marco, follow myself, and we're gonna see you guys next week here on the Power Hour.
Take care, guys.